Welcome to the BBC.
Welcome to another episode of Between Both Cheeks. I am so excited for this guest. This is our youngest entrepreneur that we have had on the podcast. Welcome, Lily.
Hi. Oh my God,
Hi.
I'm super excited to be on here. I love podcasts.
We're so excited. So, Lily, first of all, tell us about your business and please tell us how old you are.
Yes. So I'll start with the old first.
Okay.
I am 10 years old.
10.
And yes, and I started my business because I was severely bullied at school, pushed down metal stairs, thrown rocks at, and it was really horrible for me to go through. And then also then COVID hit, and my mom still homeschooled me because I was getting bullied.
Mhm.
That was before the pandemic. And then when I got homeschooled, my mom, my mom and me do this night routine where we go upstairs, we light a candle, we watch a favorite show, and we realized the candles we were using were giving us headaches. So I wanted to make a change in that. And then I researched and I was like, oh wow, these have a lot of toxins in them. So I wanted to make my own. And we first started with like wax melts and everything. And then after months later of getting the hang of wax melts, because it was really hard. But then, anyways, after months later, for getting the hang of wax melts, we learned into candles and started leaning into those. And then my business kind of grew more from family and friends testing all my candles out. They didn't give them headaches, which was good. And then I made a video, posted it, made my website, blew up, and then now I have 350,000 followers across my platforms, and it's really great now.
At 10 years old, you did all this.
Yes, I did.
Did you always want to be an entrepreneur?
I actually started off with a school project, so
Okay.
I never knew I was actually going to be an entrepreneur. It was kind of like by accident.
I love that. I love that so much. Tell us a little bit more about your candles. So you've got candles, you've got melts.
I've got room sprays,
Oh, wow.
bath bombs, and then I also have my sneaky little Valentine's collection coming out soon.
Oh, well, we'll have to get this podcast posted before then so everyone can check it out.
Yes, I'm super excited.
So you talked a little bit about being bullied and then being taken out of school with your mom. So was that your mom's decision, or did you ask to be removed from school?
So, basically, well, it all kind of happened when my dad when I told you about the pushing down the stairs. Sorry, my voice. Yeah, my dad was there at the bottom of the metal stair. Well, yes, the stairs. Sorry, I have a little bit of a cough. But it all happened when my dad was sat down, like not sat down, but like standing down the stairs, and I was there at the back of the line, not back of the line, but in the middle of the line, and I was waiting for like the cars to move because we had to be in a row. And this boy behind me, which was one of my bullies, started playing with my backpack because I had like pom-poms on it, like a unicorn on it and everything. And it's kind of like a suitcase plus backpack thing, but it was something like my favorite backpack. And when that happened, he started like pulling at it and everything and started ripping it. And I was like, please stop. And he wouldn't listen to me. And that time, my dad saw me, and he went, and then he let go, and then I started rumbling down the stairs. Glad I didn't get injured or anything, but I felt very dizzy after that, and it hurt me, and and then my dad was like, this can't happen anymore. So then that's when he talked to my mom, and then my mom was worried, and then she pulled me out of the school because I didn't feel safe there.
Wow. I think that's a really beautiful story to share. Number one, I think it's hard to talk about, and especially with how young you are. I was bullied, and I think Becca was as well. And I think a lot of times people don't talk about it because they're embarrassed about it as well. So thank you
Yeah.
for sharing that experience. And I think a lot of
No
people are
worries.
going to relate that to
Yeah.
their own life, right? And
Yes, definitely.
I really commend your parents in making that decision and taking you out, because I asked to be moved and my parents could not do it, nor did they want to. And it was just this whole attitude of like, you're strong enough, you can deal with it, right? So good on them, because look at what you've done with your life and your confidence. I mean, I met you at the Women's Summit, the Uplift Women's Summit in Victoria. And girl,
Yes.
you were on stage speaking to hundreds of people.
I was like, I can do this. I can do this. And it was like very nervous for me because I didn't quite expect it, but it went amazing and I know it. And it was so funny.
You were a natural on stage, and you were introducing, oh my God, I forgot her first name, from the Bird's Papaya.
Yes, the birds of fire. Yeah, Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were
Yeah.
introducing her like she was your best friend. So what do you love most about having your own business?
Basically, I would definitely say, inspiring people, like inspiring people is the most number one thing I love about my business. I love, yeah, like inspiring people, making them happy. Like, I want people to be able to make sure, like, oh, I can go to Lily because she was bullied and because she's related to me. And then I want people to come to me and feel like, oh yeah, she can make my day for the day, So, yeah, I really want to help people make dreams come true, and that's literally my job every day, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it.
And I follow you on social media, and you pack your orders, you do tons of trade shows. So how do you decide what trade shows to do, or how did you hear about the Uplift Summit?
So basically, I don't know if you heard it or not, but when I was talking, I said that um the girl who runs the event, and like for mamas and mamas, I saw the post and I was like, oh my gosh, I really got to be in here. So I went and I reached out to her and she was like, can I please talk to an adult? Because it's not everyday life, and not like a 10-year-old is talking to an adult and planning things out to go to Victoria. So she talked to my mom and they planned it all out. And when that happened, we were going. So we went to Victoria, and then I started talking to people, and then somebody called and said, "Are you all right with introducing the bird's papaya?" I was like, "Of course! Like I love speaking." So I did it, and then it's just I had just such an amazing time there, and that's kind of how it started. It's a bit funny, but yeah, that's how I got in there.
That's great. That's great. And then we see that you do a lot of like women's shows and trade shows and small business shows. So talk to us about maybe one of your favorite events that you did with that.
So maybe I would go like a trade show, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would definitely say the Planet Expo. It was
Okay.
great there. There was like tons and tons of people there. They were so kind. Um, but yeah, I did there sometimes, and it's just honestly amazing. I would definitely say to go there because it's great for any small business who is small to make them grow bigger and everything.
And Lily, I saw that you're on Amazon.
Yes, I
Oh
know,
my
right?
goodness. When did that happen?
Uh, to be on Amazon, like it was, it happened like a couple, like a week ago or something. I was like, I really want to make my own Amazon store and like promote other businesses. So I started like promoting some of my friends, like when I did a grab ready with me on my personal one. I have a personal account as well. Like with like my friend Blue, the skincare company. Like I promoted her, and then like I promoted like all other makeup things I did, and like So I'm too good. I'm doing it step by step. So then people will be like, oh, like where do you find these products? So then I'll be like, just go to my Amazon and you'll find them there.
That's
So yeah,
great.
I know.
So, Lily, with Amazon, we are playing with the idea of doing Amazon. So, on your Amazon, is it just a storefront where you have other people's products, or do you have your products on Amazon too?
I would say some of my products on there, and then I have
Cool.
like it's kind of both.
Both.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, you'll have to teach us how to do it.
Yeah. Lessons with
Yes.
Lily. No more lessons with Luba. It'll be lessons with Lily.
Yeah. And Planted Expo, it's funny you say that. That's one of my favorites, and that's a vegan, plant-based expo. So are your products vegan or plant-based, or what are they made out of? Why did you decide to go there?
Well, they basically kind of invited me, and I saw it was like big, and and there was like lots of people there, and it was gonna be
Yeah, it's
fun and
huge.
everything. So yeah, it's massive. So I went there, and um, yeah. Could you say that second question again? Sorry.
It's okay. Are your products vegan or
Oh,
plant-based?
yeah. So my candles are plant-based, and they are cruelty free.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have any toxins in them. They don't give you any headaches. They're all like no essential oil, like essential oils that I can like, because essential oils are, they say that are really bad for, like not really bad, but like bad for
Mm-hmm.
kids and like
Mm-hmm.
dogs and like pets and everything else.
Yeah.
So I went with something. I went with like other ones that aren't bad for kids, and then yeah, and then kind of there, you know. But yeah, that's basically some of it.
And you seem to have a full staff. So who works for you?
I could name out some.
Mm.
I would say Marissa. She is my content creator. She's really good like, so if you ever see the bubble text and everything, and like the video editing, and the fun and everything, that's her. That's her. She edits all of that. Um, and then we have our graphic one that does all the graphics for us. So I have a sneaky little book coming out, and I'm
Ooh.
super excited because I've never read a book before. So I have that coming out soon. And then yeah, she does all the graphics on the book and everything. And then we have another one, which is my operations manager, which is Alana. She reaches out to stores, does pop up, like she goes to like make sure I go to events and everything, and like reaches out to them, and then make sure I get into like, and then she does the packaging and many others. But that's a few of them.
And then do you have someone that packs your orders, or do you pack all the orders yourself?
Alana, Alana and my dad, and then sometimes if I'm packing my orders, sometimes I do them, and then sometimes I just go and I tell everybody what to do because
Perfect.
I'm a
You
boss.
oversee it. That's right. You're a
I
boss.
oversee it. I oversee it.
Perfect.
If anybody is struggling, then I help them a little bit, and then yeah.
But you just give them the direction, oversee
The
and give them
direction,
direction.
like you do this, you do this, you do this, and then make sure everything's planned out for the days.
That's perfect. What's your favorite part of being a boss?
Like, I would say maybe like telling people what to do or being a boss. That's kind
Yeah.
of, like just doing myself.
That's
Yeah.
right. Oh, I
Yeah.
think that's great. That's
Yes.
fantastic. And Lily, what's your dream? Like, where do you see yourself in a couple years? Where is Lilylou's Aromas in a few years?
Yeah, I love that question. I would say I'd love to do my own skincare brand. I would love to have my products around the world. and I would love to like get into more like American Nordstrom, and I'd like to get into Indigo,
Mm-hmm.
and then like many others as well. There's a lot of companies I really want to get into, but like a billion ideas of everything I want to get into. I can't do a billion, or we're gonna be here forever.
And what do you do with the ideas that you have? Do you write them down? Do they stay in your head?
So I definitely write them down. So I get a journal and I write down, this is the goal I'm going to reach today. And then I have like this notepad where I write down all my bubbles I'm gonna do in the 5 years. And then if I've like done something already, like that's in the bubble, I cross it off. And then when I do something else, I cross it off. And then once I've reached all my goals, then I think of new ones that I could possibly achieve in the next 5 years. But yeah, that's kind of what I do to help reach my goals and everything else.
Now, we have a lot of business owners that listen to this podcast, and maybe some employees as well. If they wanted to start their own business, what would be Lily's advice to them?
I would definitely say be like, there's no rush in business. Trust your heart and your gut. And somebody said that never let other people's opinions drown your inner voice. But yeah, and then always be yourself and be unique. And because like sometimes people want to have the same journey as other people, and I would definitely say no to that, because if they have their own journey, then they're unique because they're the first person to create that, So I'm unique because I created my own journey. Everybody is unique because they create their own different journey. So, yeah, and then business isn't a sprint; it is a marathon.
Wow. That's some good advice.
Yeah. Thank you.
Now, tell us where people can find you on all your social platforms, your website, and how can they place an order?
Okay, so I have 2 accounts on Instagram and TikTok. I have my one, Lilylou's Aromas. I have my other one, which is my personal account, Lilylou Harper. Make sure to go check out that. I post all my personal stuff there, and then and then to place an order, go to the website lilylousaromas.com.
And do you ship worldwide, North America, only Canada?
I ship worldwide.
Perfect. Spoken like a true boss.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay, Lily. Any final words for the people listening? Do you need them to know about anything coming up?
I definitely said during this podcast that I do have my Valentine's collection coming soon. And then I also do have my book coming soon as well, which I'm very excited.
When is the book coming out? Do we know yet?
I would. The book coming out? I don't know, actually.
Not yet?
Like,
Okay.
it's still a secret.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
We'll keep it that way. So we will be sure to link everything in the bio below when this podcast goes out, so you can place an order and support Lily. Make sure that you follow her on all her social media platforms and support the youngest entrepreneur we've ever had on this podcast. If you think that you can't do it, I think Lily is proof that you absolutely can. Like she said, it is not a sprint, it is a marathon, and it is doable. Just live it and love it with passion.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us, Lily. Thanks. This was great.
Thank you.